Balaji.
Thank you all. So it looks like we started with AI. In the middle we had mental health issues. And then with the politicians, you guys may all be wondering, is it going to be like a suicide prevention app this next year? To the lighter side, I think it should be reversed. We should have started with the politicians, ended up with mental health issues, lose our intelligence, and then have artificial intelligence survive. So, great presentations. So amazing. I hope you guys open your investment wallet for them to be successful. But here, I'm not going to be competing with them. I'm going to be talking about how I'm going to be opening your heart. So I hope I'll be successful in that. What I'm going to talk about here today is like very dear to us and dear to our heart. It's primarily about education. So before that one, I'm just going to say like, how we got into this. My wife Kavita is an attorney, and then we always wanted to adopt a kid long back, but unfortunately due to our immigration issues and everything, we were unable to do it. But the fire was lingering inside. So we said, you know what, why don't we just do it in a larger scale? So why don't we adopt as many kids as possible, right? So we won't be able to change the world, but at least we can change the world for one person at a time. So that's our thing we just want to do. Okay. So Kanavagam. Kanavagam means like dream, and Agam means home. So it's a dream home. Every kid in this world deserves the proper love, care, and affection. So there are so many children in the world who are not even, part of the statistics. They are called orphans, but there are many who are not even part of the statistics. So we wanted to create a home where we provide the proper love and care, and also added with the proper health. We talked about mental health, physical health, and value-added education. So education is not about getting a degree in college or Tamil so many people have like large degrees, but many degrees, but it's how exactly it's going to be useful for us. So value-added education, and then most importantly, we want to bring up model citizens. So the key part is how to build the moral characters. And by providing all these things, we're going to be creating a platform or a safer place for our children so they can dream. They can dream big, like your entrepreneurs. They can dream big, and then our job is to make their dreams come true. So that's how we started. So we've been, establishing the home for about 6 years. I'm proud to say that we have 32 daughters, and including my 2 biological daughters. So that's our happy family. So now, what I'm going to talk today is not about Kanavagam. In 2021, September, we got a call from Department of Child Protection Agency in Sivaganga district. They said hey, we have 2 girls who lost their parents, and then they are from the refugee camp, the Sri Lankan refugee camp. So we immediately said, what, bring them on. We will take care of the kids. So while I was thinking through that one, they lost their motherland, they lost their parents, and then now they even don't have a place to stay. That was it was hitting us really hard. The parents ran away from Sri Lanka because of the ethnic conflict, war, and then they just wanted to live. That's why they came to Tamil Nadu. So when they came to Tamil Nadu, because of the lack of education, their ceiling is very low, so they couldn't get any higher, right? They're doing very menial jobs where, the salaries have been very low. And father is a painter. And that was the first blow for them to come from Sri Lanka to Tamil Nadu, where that was the first blow. They have to lose everything. They come here. And then while this was happening, the second blow hits them. Father dies in an accident. So mother goes to tea stall. So in the southern part of India, in a village, how much they will make. So the government is giving, welfare. There's so many handouts for them to survive, make ends meet. So they don't even think about the future, because especially, as you can see in the next picture, so their roofs are so low. right? As well, the future is also so low. So they're not even thinking about that. So here after our daughters coming home to us, you could see their brightness in the smile. It definitely makes a huge difference. So what happened was that was the second blow when father died. Then the third blow comes. So me and my wife have been running, helping domestic violence victims for the past 25 years. And we know what it is when somebody is getting assaulted, especially gender-based violence or intimate part of violence. So a gentleman, I shouldn't call him a gentleman, he tries to fill in the shoes of the father, and then guess what he does? He tries to sexually assault the kids. So that's the third blow for them. While this is happening, the mother hits with a huge heart attack, and then she dies. So now, put yourself in the mother's shoes. She can't move physically. Father is gone. She already knows there are sexual predators out there. Sorry about that. She's helpless, right? We don't know what's going to happen to her daughters. It's helpless. So imagine the same way, if Sri Lankan Elam is a mother, look at all their sons and daughters. They've been kicked out. She's helpless. Kids are getting raped. Men are getting butchered. Women are getting killed. And they're being kicked out of their home. They don't know any place to go. They have a very low ceiling to go. What would the Tamil Elam mother would feel? Sorry, I get too emotional about it. So that is why we feel that we can make a difference. So it was a big eye-opener. I was born and raised in Tamil Nadu. I had neighbors, Sri Lankan neighbors. My wife has with Sri Lankan neighbors. But we never thought about the intensity of the problem. We moved to United States like long ago, and out of state, out of mind, right? So we wouldn't even know what the hell was going on. Through my daughters, I came to know the difficulties they're facing out there. So how many of you know really, like there are 58,000 Sri Lankan refugees still living in Tamil Nadu? Yes. Out of which 40% of them are children. And then the biggest thing which I didn't even know, probably many of you won't know, they are stateless. Which means they don't have a Sri Lankan citizenship. They don't have an Indian citizenship. Even though Jansi, one of my daughters, she was born in India. She will never get the citizenship, right? So because of the statelessness, they have difficulty in accessing to quality education, healthcare, employment. They can't even get jobs in government entities. It's impossible for them to go. Even when a kid wants to go and join the government school, they ask for the caste certificate, which they don't have. They can't even go there. And then the freedom of movement. You would think like once they come as refugees, they're not even tagged as refugees, they are tagged as illegal migrants. That's what they're tagged as. So they don't get any of the other benefits they get. They're only the handouts by the government. So nobody's thinking about their future. They're just giving like, let's make a living, that's it. So day to day, they just keep on moving on. So the freedom of movement is, if a kid wants to move out of India, they have to work with the United Nations Humanitarian Council. Then what they have to do is they need to get a one-time passport. It's a one-way passport. They need to get the passport, get into Sri Lanka, the passport will be cancelled. After that, they can't even they need to apply for a passport after that from there, and then to move out. So when they've lost everything, how the hell are they going to be establishing their identity in Sri Lanka? So pretty much they're stuck out there. So we were thinking like, how exactly are we going to be solving this problem? As every one of you here, there's one common denominator for us: education. Only because of education we are here, not because of anything else. When people are ready to invest, when people are ready to invent, it's all because of our education. My dad used to always say, people can all your materials can be stolen, but they can never steal your knowledge. And you gain through your education. That never, you can start from anywhere. You can bounce back from even the bottom. So what we did was, we said, how exactly we solve this problem? So we bumped into this organization called JRS. JRS is a JSUD Refugee Services Program. Indian government authorized them. Only through them we can work with the educational process. So they work in over 57 countries. So we said, you know what, let's talk to them. We have an idea. Let's see how we can incorporate. So that's what we call it as a joint venture with Kanavagam and JRS, right? So we wanted to create a job opportunities. We wanted to create teachers. We created the program for the refugees, by the refugees. Let's identify educated individuals within the community out there, give them job opportunities, and then equip them with technology and connectivity. So that way now the window is open for them to the world. They can connect, they can learn, they can teach the children, and also they can sharpen the skills. Then, even for the teachers, we create the awareness program. So how to teach, right? So that itself, we need to be there. And we provide like a great after-school education program. We have proven it in Kanavagam. During the pandemic, we established 20 computers. We created a computer center. With that one, the kids who are not even able to read or write, they passed the public exam within a year. So definitely it is doable, right? So then everybody thinks about what exactly is the administrative cost. Zero administrative cost. The boots on the ground are going to be JRS volunteers. They're going to be identifying the teachers. They're going to be creating the student roster. They're going to be monitoring the progress and also going to be handling the funds out there. So zero administrative costs. Of course, we need to have checks and balances in place. So we're going to have a third-party financial audit to be completed. And then we will conduct monthly and annual reviews and report on success metrics. So now, how exactly are we going to be encouraging the teachers to be in there? So we're going to be starting with wages and incentives. Teachers are going to get per student a wage of 300 rupees, a mere 300 rupees, that's it for each student. And then we will provide them with 500 rupees for the stationaries, for how they're going to teach, for papers, for any chart, any type of things they need to do. And then also, on an average, the teachers would get about 10 students. So it's about 36,000 rupees a year. That's what they're going to get. That's for a part-time. And then, how exactly are we going to encourage them to do it? So when we created this for the refugees, by the refugees, for the refugees program, they have a personal intention and interest for that community to grow up, right? So on the right, you would just see there are 8 levels, grade levels in Tamil Nadu school system. E being like a fail score, and then A1 all the way up to the top. So if a kid, whether it's in the E grade, if they pass one level up, the teachers will be provided 50% bonus of the salary. If the kid jumps to 2 level, we will provide them 100% bonus for them, right? So now we've increased the potential for the teachers to earn 72,000 rupees per annum as a part-time job. So here's the proof of the pudding, right? So we started a pilot in last December. Within 2 months, the scope was, we identified 3 teachers, we took 27 high school students, and then it was within 2 months, you could see the result appear. 17 students improved their scores. 4 students jumped 2 grade levels, and then 2 students jumped 1 grade. So this is all within 2 months. And then look at the cost, which is nothing. For $1,700, we were able to make a huge change with these 17 children within 2 months. So what is the ask up here? So there are 4 big zones up there. So Tiruchi, Kovai, Nellai, and Thiruvannamalai. So and then you could just see the number of camps up here. And then as you could see the number of students, the tuition fees, supplies, laptops, technical supplies, teaching supplies, and connectivity. So the cost is, per annum, the projected cost is less than $500,000. It's only $438,000. If you just even wanted to boil it down, for a child to be educated, to improve the score, it's only 40 cents a day, right? If you wanted to even work on a particular camp, it's only $4,800. Right? It's so simple. But here, we can definitely make a huge difference into this society. So there are other benefits for you guys. So definitely, being in an entrepreneur forum, people wanted to look for ROI. What's in it for me, right? So here are the things which are proven. The brand recognition, right? There was a study done by Journal of Consumer Psychology. They definitely say, people who are very interested into the CSR are more likely to receive a favorable brand recognition. You guys can definitely, be there. The second thing is from an investor relations perspective, whether it's with Boston Consulting Group or PwC, they're saying anybody who are leaders in the ESG, right? So they had 11% valuation premium over their competitors. And then the ESG focused institutional investment is now about 84% increase, right? So that's 33.39 trillion in 2026. That's the thing. And then also employee engagement. I personally feel that when my company is doing good things for the society, I feel good about it. So there is definitely, you would see the employee satisfaction, the lower employee turnaround, you can attack the attrition problem, and you don't have to be training a new employee, the cost of it too. And then the human capital investment. So there we're talking about 20,000 kids out there. If you invest them, they'll definitely become a human capital for you guys in the future. So, as I said, we wanted to free them, but only through education we can free them. Thank you. Any questions?
Great job, Prakash.
Yeah, Balaji.
Balaji and Kavita, we want you to come here. It's a small. We want to honor you for the great service that you have been doing. And we all know that Kavita Ramasamy is a renowned, reputed lawyer, and the man behind her success is Mr. Balaji. Let's give an applause for their service. Mr. Balaji, we're very happy about the work that both of you are doing. On behalf of ATA, we wish you the best. And whatever people are able to support, we'll be very happy to pass it on to you. And guys, you only mentioned my wife is an attorney, but you never said she's an immigration attorney. So, very important. So Indian diaspora needs a lot of help. Whoever needs help for immigration-related issues, she is the lady to go. She lives in New Jersey, and we have reached out to her for countless number of issues for helping various people. So she's right here, and you can meet her and talk to her as well. So we wish you the best. I thank Kavita for getting me green card.